Palestine. A land steeped in history, a land of immense cultural and religious significance. For over a century, the Palestinian people have endured a relentless struggle against dispossession and injustice. Their story is one of resilience, resistance, and the unwavering pursuit of their legitimate rights. This essay delves into the Palestinian experience, examining the historical forces that have shaped their plight and highlighting their enduring spirit in the face of adversity. The Palestinian narrative is deeply intertwined with the Zionist movement, which emerged in the late 19th century advocating for a Jewish state in Palestine. This movement, driven by the rise of European nationalism and anti-Semitism, viewed Palestine as a land without a people for a people without a land, disregarding the indigenous Palestinian population. This misconception laid the groundwork for the conflict that would unfold over the following century. The Balfour Declaration of 1917, a pivotal moment in Palestinian history, exemplified the disregard for Palestinian self-determination. This British document, viewing Palestine through a purely colonial lens, promised to establish in Palestine a national home for the Jewish people without any regard for the political and civil rights of the existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine. This declaration, made without consulting the Palestinian people, sowed the seeds of future discord and displacement. The consequences of this decision continue to reverberate today. The Balfour Declaration, a testament to the dangers of colonial arrogance, paved the way for waves of Jewish immigration to Palestine, exacerbating tensions with the indigenous Palestinian population. It serves as a stark reminder of the need to center Palestinian voices and experiences in any discussion about the conflict. The Palestinian struggle cannot be understood in isolation from the broader context of colonialism. European powers, driven by imperial ambitions, played a significant role in shaping the Palestinian tragedy. Their actions, often characterized by a blatant disregard for the rights of indigenous populations, created the conditions for conflict and dispossession. Great Britain, as the mandatory power in Palestine following World War I, bears a heavy responsibility for the Palestinian plight. Tasked with preparing Palestine for independence, Britain instead implemented policies that favored Jewish immigration and land acquisition, often at the expense of Palestinian rights. This blatant disregard for their mandate fueled Palestinian resentment and sowed the seeds of future conflict. The British, facing mounting pressure from both Zionist groups and Palestinian resistance, ultimately proved incapable of finding a just solution. Their withdrawal from Palestine in 1948, leaving behind a legacy of division and displacement, marked the beginning of a new chapter in the Palestinian struggle, the creation of the State of Israel in 1948, while a watershed moment for the Zionist movement resulted in the dispossession and displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. This event, known as the Nakba, or catastrophe in Palestinian collective memory, shattered the Palestinian social fabric and left deep scars that continue to shape Palestinian identity and resistance. The decades following the Nakba witnessed a series of events that further marginalized the Palestinian people. The 1967 Six-Day War, resulting in Israel's occupation of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, marked another turning point in the Palestinian struggle. The occupation, characterized by military rule, settlement expansion, and restrictions on Palestinian movement and freedom, further exacerbated the plight of the Palestinian people. The Oslo Accords, signed in the 1990s, offered a glimmer of hope for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. These agreements, based on the principle of land for peace, aimed to establish a framework for a two-state solution. However, the Oslo process ultimately failed to deliver on its promises, leaving Palestinians disillusioned and with their aspirations for self-determination unfulfilled. The expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied territories, a direct violation of international law, has been a major obstacle to peace. These settlements, viewed by many as illegal land grabs, have fragmented the Palestinian territories and undermined the viability of a contiguous and independent Palestinian state. The construction of the separation barrier, often referred to as the apartheid wall by Palestinians and their supporters, has further restricted Palestinian movement and access to resources. This barrier, which cuts through Palestinian land and separates Palestinian communities from each other, stands as a physical manifestation of the occupation and a stark reminder of the daily injustices faced by Palestinians. Section 4. Unwavering spirit of resistance. Despite facing immense challenges, the Palestinian people have demonstrated remarkable resilience and an unwavering spirit of resistance. Throughout their history, Palestinians have employed various forms of resistance, from armed struggle to non-violent protests and cultural expressions of resistance. Their struggle, a testament to their determination, has inspired solidarity movements worldwide. Palestinian civil society organizations have played a crucial role in documenting human rights violations, providing essential services to their communities, and advocating for a just peace. Their work, often carried out under difficult and dangerous conditions, is a testament to the vibrancy of Palestinian civil society and their commitment to justice. Palestinian artists, writers, and musicians have also played a vital role in preserving Palestinian culture and identity. Their work, often reflecting the realities of life under occupation, serves as a powerful form of resistance, challenging dominant narratives and amplifying Palestinian voices on a global stage. The boycott, divestment and sanctions (BDS) movement, inspired by the South African anti-apartheid struggle, has gained significant traction in recent years. This non-violent movement, calling for boycotts of Israeli institutions and products complicit in the occupation, aims to pressure Israel to comply with international law and recognize Palestinian rights. Section 5. Unveiling Western narratives. Understanding the Palestinian struggle requires critically examining the dominant narratives surrounding the conflict. Western media, often influenced by pro-Israel perspectives, frequently portray the conflict as a complex and intractable one with two equal sides. This simplistic narrative ignores the power imbalances inherent in the relationship between a state with a powerful military and an occupied population. The portrayal of Palestinians in Western media often relies on harmful stereotypes, depicting them as inherently violent or as passive victims. This biased representation not only dehumanizes Palestinians but also obscures the root causes of the conflict and the legitimate aspirations of the Palestinian people. The failure to acknowledge the historical context of the conflict, particularly the role of colonialism and the ongoing occupation, perpetuates a distorted understanding of the situation. Ignoring the power dynamics at play prevents any meaningful analysis of the obstacles to peace and hinders the pursuit of a just solution. Challenging these dominant narratives is crucial for fostering a more nuanced and accurate understanding of the conflict. Centering Palestinian voices and experiences, amplifying the voices of Palestinian scholars and activists, and engaging with Palestinian narratives are essential steps towards dismantling harmful stereotypes and promoting a more informed and empathetic understanding of the Palestinian struggle. Section 6. Seeking justice, not just peace. Achieving a just and lasting peace in Palestine requires a paradigm shift. The pursuit of peace cannot be limited to simply ending violence. It must encompass addressing the root causes of the conflict and upholding the fundamental rights of all people involved. A just peace must be grounded in international law, respect for human rights, and the recognition of Palestinian self-determination. The international community has a moral and legal obligation to hold Israel accountable for its violations of international law and to pressure the Israeli government to end the occupation. The pursuit of peace cannot be divorced from the pursuit of justice. A just resolution to the conflict requires a commitment to equality and justice for all. This includes ending the occupation, dismantling the settlement enterprise, ensuring the right of return for Palestinian refugees, and establishing a Palestinian state based on the 1967 borders with East Jerusalem as its capital. The Palestinian struggle is a stark reminder that the pursuit of justice is an ongoing process. It is a call to action for people of conscience worldwide to stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people and to amplify their voices in the fight for freedom, equality, and self-determination. The Palestinian people, despite facing immense challenges, continue to inspire hope and resilience. Their struggle serves as a reminder that the arc of history bends towards justice, however long the road may be.